have Solo play the Drow Ranger, as you can see.
He puts the white flag.
Roger's surrendering. Solo says, let's go. I mean, Solo's like, what's up, team? You guys don't believe in me? The Solo Drow Ranger.
So is he gonna play carry, and then Pasha's gonna play support?
I mean, how do you fit this in? I think that would make sense.
That would be the best thing, right?
If it truly was an error, then that would be the best way for them to do it. But if it wasn't an error and they do have a planned support Drow, then why not? We'll see what the plan's going to be.
How's my job supposed to work right now? How am I supposed to analyze? This is a support Drow potentially.
I think they kind of have. I don't think they can play as a core.
I don't know what to say, man.
Let's see what Solo's buying. He's not buying any. He's not bought anything yet.
They're probably waiting to see what they can do. I don't know.
Let's see what the plan is.
What did Pasha buy? Pasha bought. I mean, that's kind of like a vary build. They can either or. Hey, he's bought slippers. All right, so Solo. They're all tipping him. He's gonna be
hitting the creeps.
He's gonna be hitting the creeps.
Solo carry. Are we really getting the treat of that? I mean, where's he gonna go in the lanes?
He's gonna go bottom. All right, so let's see what we can do. So there's Wyvern and Arc Warden, pretty good versus the Drow Ranger. Fnatic's lineup overall, they've got a good amount of comfort heroes. They've got of course the Ice Tidehunter. DJ's playing this Tiny this time around.
I'm gonna find out. Have Solo's played much Drow Ranger? I'm sure he has, right?
You can check it out.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
He has. I mean, he's played different roles.
He has played different roles in the past. I was going to ask you, so the historical old boy.
Yeah.
Have we seen some Solo carry in the past?
That one I don't know about. That one I don't think so.
Matches.
I mean, pubs sometimes, rarely.
I mean, I'm checking his pubs.
In pubs, recently he plays just Dazzle really.
So on at least I don't know how many counts he has, but on sort of his main account.
Let's see, Drow Ranger he's
played a bit.
In
he's played 50 matches. 50 matches to Drow. He's got a 48% win rate on Drow.
Oh, that's a lot of losses though that I'm seeing right there.
Yeah. And when was the last time he's played it? He last played it in January.
Ago. Yeah, about a year.
On this account, I don't know if he's got like an old.
More than a year ago. A year and 10 months ago.
Wait, no, we were still in 2018.
That's 2017.
Oh, it's like 2 years ago. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. What year is it?
You're
right.
Silly Billy.
2017 January. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay, well.
I mean, it's not the hardest. Well, I mean, it's a hero that's struggled. It's not the easiest of heroes to win games on.
Pasha's playing support. Yeah, he's got Drunken Haze. He's going to be zoning people as Brewmaster.
I could tell the banter's already coming in. There was a range creep, and Pasha pinged it twice, and Solo missed it. So already they're having a bit of a laugh down on the bottom lane.
I mean, I'm sure they're laughing right now.
I'm watching the Solo CS here. This is what I'm most interested in. He's not got the... Oh, here we go! No. Oh. Come on, Solo. Hit those creeps. I believe him. It's a... Let's see. Pasha's going to be judging him. You know that for sure. Pasha is watching from the side.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's probably just laughing. Pasha is the type of guy to just be laughing hysterically the whole time every time Solo misses.
Oh, no, he missed that one as well. Come on, Solo.
It's a hard animation.
It's a hard
animation the first 2 levels.
It's a hard hero to CS with. It really is. It really is. He's got this one, though. This melee creep's about to get it. Yeah. No.
He did. He got it.
Oh, he got it.
He got it.
He got it. He's in the game, boys. But no, it's always going to be it's a tough lane.
It is. So we'll look at the other lanes real quick. We'll look at top. Bane Mirana. I think Bane Mirana should win this matchup pretty hard versus this Tidehunter Wyvern. Wyvern's just going to try to get pulls so they can at least get some experience. Mid lane, kind of even. I think no one will probably overall win it.
Oh, no, Solo.
He's dead.
He is dead. All right, I think this is time you start considering the support Drow Range and just let Pasha farm. We'll see. They feel very adamant that the only way they can make this Drow that somehow found its way into their draft work is indeed to let Solo farm. Or at least try to farm.
Just let him get like 4 or 5 Wraith Bands just so he can boost up the Mirana and Invoker. I think that would be the play. And then let Pasha farm.
Yeah, this is as much of whatever error it was that they ended up picking a Drow. That you're right. They've got a Mirana and they've got an Invoker.
Yeah,
these
they've got
two
heroes that
can
benefit.
Carry.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Solo.
Thing
is, too, he's in a tough lane to play against.
Lane, yeah.
Weaver and Tiny can put so much pressure out onto a Drow Ranger. I think no one will pull out ahead in the mid lane too, and I think top should. So I think VP they should be doing pretty well in 2 lanes.
Should be pretty nice, right?
Yeah, good in 2 lanes. The bottom lane, it's going to be tough, but they're going to get experience. Pasha.
Oh. Stick charges. That will keep him safe. Solo. Some good slows onto MP, but MP's got the Shikuchi back up. He needs to.
I'm watching this mid lane. No one is putting on a clinic versus Abed. That little bit of bonus damage plus his Force Spirit, it's actually more than enough for him to get all these denies.
I just like watching solo CS. Here we go.
Don't be mean.
No, no. I think he's doing well. He's picking it up now. It's, as you say, it's a hard hero. The Drow.
First few levels. Once he gets
especially if you're not used to playing it. You know?
Yep.
There we go. Though. Oh, perfect CS underneath the tower here.
There we go. And he gets this one too.
Very nice.
Yeah, he got all those. Yeah, that was actually very nice. Teamwork by both of them.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
They got all the last hits under the tower there. We see top lane. They're trying to threaten a kill here onto Jabs. Roger gets the sleep. They've got the arrow. It connects. The Sunstrike on top too.
Doesn't go the way of the Invoker, but it's still a kill. And they take both of them. Brain Sap from Roger finishes off Ice. So these other lanes, as we say, they're looking good for VP.
Yeah. And Solo's catching up. He's 11-3 now. Once you get like your second level of Drow Aura, you get the second Wraith Band, everything becomes a lot easier. He's even queued up the third Wraith Band, so like we were talking about. Get like 4 Wraith Bands, get a Treads, enable your other cores as much as you can. We're only saying this, of course, like people who are, people who are watching don't really know. Solo is usually the support player, by the way. So
normally, and the position 5 player.
The position 5
as well. So quite a change in roles for him, which apparently, as it seems, said, it's always very hard to tell with the VP team if they're joking about or not. But at the start, they were indicating that this was not the plan.
I mean, Roger put up the white flag.
I'm inclined to believe them on that because we've seen them do some crazy stuff, but this is quite a switch up.
Definitely. And we saw this type of mistake happen to TI, right? We saw Fly play Clinks and Arteezy play Phoenix. This has happened before.
Yeah, because I imagine with this, you think the error was in terms of who was playing what. Like the Drow was an intentional part of the draft. That wasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
this was the draft they wanted, or
Solo just missed 4 last hits.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Okay.
We're not looking at that lane.
I mean, I think he may have just like, you drag class, you just clicked it maybe early. Like I don't know. We have no way of really knowing.
No, I mean, hopefully we'll be able to ask them later.
Yeah.
As Jabs
will get brought down.
Roger.
That extra damage, the precision aura.
It did. Yeah, that one's on Solo. Nice one, Solo.
So 2 lanes, very successful for VP, and Drow Ranger is a hero that we always talk about. You don't really win your lane. You lose your lane because the way that the pressure comes out, that people play against it now. So he's doing fine. He only died once.
He's farming the same as the Tide.
Yeah, exactly.
Farming the same as the Arc Ward mid.
Yep.
This ain't bad.
And no one is owning in the mid lane. 20 denies versus Abed. Last game, they shut down Abed super hard.
It's Solo's aura.
It helps. It definitely does.
It's Solo's aura. So Solo, the real carry of this game.
I
mean, not that it's any different from normal, Solo, the solid rock of VP.
He is. Playing with Solo is always an absolute treat in pubs.
Is he a nice lad in pubs?
Yeah, Roger's a bit of a bully sometimes, but in a loving way. In a loving way.
Yeah, we'll check the all chat to see if you're telling the truth on that one. Top lane. Set up for the arrow. They've got a fair bit of magical burst. Is it enough?
One more.
Right click. Oh,
the Kraken.
The Kraken will save him. Bottom lane, Pasha getting dove upon. Pasha will die.
They've kind of abandoned the bottom lane.
They have. Solo's
jungling. Yeah. He doesn't want to get dove. I think they recognize that the Wyvern's going to start making rotations, so I think they're just like, okay, lose the bottom tower.
Roger. Sunstrike has not got mana for it.
He's got stick charges, but
it won't be quite
might not need it.
Roger. One more. Oh, no, the Kraken's still there.
Yep, the mitigation from the Anchor Smash plus that Kraken enough. Roger now getting chased out. There's a Spark Wraith to close his pathing, but he should be okay as well.
We'll get out. Okay. So I think, for Fnatic, it's a lot on this, the MP Weaver and again, pressure on DJ to do stuff. Because the bottom lane was the better lane for them.
Yeah.
MP's getting farmed this game.
Pasha's trying to secure his precious captain's farm.
Where's Solo at now? What level have we got him picking up in the jungle?
Almost 5.
Nearly 5.
That bottom lane was quite a mess, though. Brew's only 3, almost 4, and the Drow's close to that 5. But top lane, like we were saying, went swimmingly. Mid lane
is a dream.
It's just amazing for no one. He's just been owning.
Yeah. He's crushing it this game on the Invoker.
And they're looking to set up for Abed too. If he steps up too far, sleep into an arrow, and can they get it? Roger's trying pretty hard, and he's gonna get it. The cold snap stacks as well.
They're also hunting for Solo in the jungle. DJ and Jabs find Solo in his little jungling area. Mid lane, the kill does occur as Abed will fall. So hey, you know, Solo will take it. So you killed me, but you didn't protect your mid. As, you know, 8 minutes in, VP they're matching it. They're even.
It's even.
Evenly placed at the moment.
Yep, and they've got their farm distribution on the two
exactly.
big
They
heroes.
do have it distributed a little bit better in the sense that it is both Ramses and no one that's rolling in the dough.
MP is incredibly farmed, but this game, I think the reason they picked the Drow is particularly because they see the Weaver early on, right? You see that and you're like, oh, Gust, incredibly good spell versus that Weaver. So when Solo gets a point of that one day, you can definitely look to set up on MP. And also in the mid game, it can be a bit hard to play this Weaver. You just get hit by that, and that long duration silence just doesn't allow you to get your mobility off. And they're going to keep threatening down toward bottom.
Yeah.
So Invoker, going to keep free farming. Ramses as well, going to keep free farming. And they're just focusing on this Drow. If Solo steps up too far, he's going to get stun tossed back. There's not the mana for both just yet. He gets mangoed. Now they see DJ though. And Pasha's just dancing on top of his barrel right in front of them as this brew. There's no one going for more points in the Wex just yet. No, we don't know yet. He says 3-1-4, the usual build. At least for no one. He likes having the 4th point in Exort.
Oh.
Sunstrike. It connects.
It does. With the leap forward, is it enough? It's going to pop the Ravage. The Ravage will keep him safe.
Ooh, so close.
So close. Just actually having a look back, I found Solo, he has played Drow twice.
In competitive?
In competitive.
In what year?
2015.
Okay.
But he lost both of the games.
Okay.
So after those 2 games, they obviously said, well, let's sort of have hands off, you know, no more Drow for you, Solo, for 3 years. But now 3 years have passed. It's time to give the man a chance again.
It's a statute of limitations.
He has a KDA of 1.22. It's not too bad, is it? That's not terrible.
For Drow Ranger, Drow
in games that you lost as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and find those games.
They use a Moonlight Shadow. No one is actually setting up for a gank with this here, as well with Roger. And they have Drow level 6 now too, so that aura is going to let them do so much more damage. The setup onto Abed again, Meteor, quick easy kill.
More money for no one.
He's just going full Exort, it looks like. He's put the 5th point into, only 1 in the Wex for that Alacrity and Meteor combo. Pasha gets tossed on top of with jabs and DJ, but he just taunts and scurries away.
And looks like one of the games where he played Drow was pretty close. It's actually a game where he lost against the legendary Loader. So Loader, one of the men to being able to beat the solo Drow Ranger.
Was that like that looks like an in-house?
No, this is the...
That is an in-house.
It was an in-house, but still, it had a lot of pros.
Yeah. Continuous smokes, VP. Smoking again, they've got level 6 on both supports, and they're looking to punish MP. He has to be careful here. Fiend's Grip is a quick, easy kill. Again, the wraparound. They've got sentries too.
They do. They see him.
Oh, he
hides
hides in the
trees. Shadows. Oh, they've got the vision though.
But he's dead.
They found him.
Solo
and
gets the kill.
Solo gets that. He gets that money. Gets that money. Level 6 and working on the Dragon Lance.
Setting up again. Doesn't have that much more mana to work with though. And there's rotations coming in.
He should be fine.
He'll be fine though.
Yeah, he's a little too beefy. He's got the point booster, the 2 nulls. It's a hard game for Fnatic to make the plays happen.
It is. They only really have the tiny to make plays around the map.
Yeah.
So again, like we said last time, a lot of pressure on DJ to see what he can do. Ice. His heroes, it's a Tide Hunter. He's extremely static. He can't really move from his lane and go hunt people. It's all about just like the team fights after your laning phase, and Ramsey just keeps threatening him. Gets hit by the Anchor Smash this time, so his damage does get reduced. Sunstrike will connect again.
Oh, really nice Sunstrikes from no one this game. Ice. He tries to hide, but the arrow comes in. Ramsey's with the control, and VP pick up another kill on this top lane. They'll take the tier 1 tower as well. 12 minutes in, 7-3, and closing on a 3k lead, 4k in XP. It's looking to be another good start here from VP in this game too.
Looking like a fantastic start so far. Solo might go down here. DJ is smoked up.
They found the carry.
They found him.
Solo's gone, Roger.
He's got the TP, he'll be fine. They put a lot of wards down in their defensive jungle to protect Solo on VP. They put 3 actually, and 1 in a pretty unorthodox spot. just to watch the positioning of the lane so they can farm at their tower safely. And mid, again, no one is going to get the solo kill. He is. There is rotations coming in, though.
Starting on him. Can they kill him? They're popping the Ravage, and that will allow them to take down no one. It's a big kill. And again, losing Ahnberg before they're able to do so.
Ramsey's looking to hunt on mid lane. Do they have the arrow? They're going to tank it with DJ.
Oh.
Good positioning there by the Tiny.
Let's see if they... That's going to mean that they can all get out, though. DJ tries for the Canavan to pass from Ramsey's.
The Gust on 2. They've got it on the Weaver.
Solo with the wraparound. Silence will wear off. MP's able to Shikuchi. Silence not quite long enough for this stage of the game, but DJ actually gets left behind. Actually ends up coming back up that path rather than heading the other way.
So he tanked the arrow, though. That's the important thing. He tanked the arrow to protect his core, yep. And it's important also that this, whenever... that Solo's alive inside of these fights, right? Like, as long as he's alive, he contributes so much aura to the Mirana as well in the Evoker.
Absolutely.
And even the Bane. I mean, Roger's been doing a fair amount of right-clicking. He's 4-0-3 on this Bane. Look at that base damage. 78 plus 38. I mean, that's a lot to work with. And
this is the thing. The draft of VP does really sort of... You know, they can play and make these moves without the drought. Like, the other 4 heroes together can just get so much done in terms of killing potential, as we've seen.
Yeah, and also in the later stages, or in the mid game, with the Brewmaster, one of the beautiful things about playing Brew versus Tide is the Tide comes in, you just throw him in the air the whole duration of the fight. And that's not one of those things that it's like, oh, he's taking damage, it's going to be dispelled off of it. You're just being thrown in. And look at Dota Plus. It's feeling pretty
50
even.
I'm a little surprised on that. I'm a little surprised that it's that even, and in fact,
one's setting up for bottom
towards Fnatic. MP will get the time lapse off. The rest of Fnatic are moving in onto no one. No one immediately with a Ghost Walk. Toss forward onto Whiteside side. They've got the dust. No one getting collapsed on. They get the kill.
Going for that kill is very tough to kill a Weaver. Even if you have the Sentry down, I mean, the time lapse, the Cold Snap procs in between are not enough to actually hold him down long enough. So a bit of a greedy play by Noan, and Fnatic punishes it perfectly. Bounty Rune's coming up soon. We already see Pasha in position for it. But he's under ward vision, and we already see Fnatic. They're making the way over to him. He has split. He's fairly tanky.
Oh, Moonlight's World, do they have more dust?
They do. They have dust and sentries on jabs. Arrow. They just popped the split. They're looking to try to get something onto jabs here. The arrow is down, though, already. Yeah, Ramsey did use it. But they might have enough damage anyway. And they will.
Timing's perfect, bringing him down to get hit by the Sunstrike.
Very nicely done.
VP continuing the lead this game. As how we're looking on that Aghanims, no one. Yeah, he's just one bit away.
Yeah, and Abed doesn't have his first farming item yet. Look how much they've slowed down Abed. I mean, this game it was mostly just no one, but look at that. He's bottom 5 net worth again this game.
From bottom lane, VP, they're coming in with a wraparound. The Ravage does catch on to the 4th, and they'll get themselves on top of Solo. Fnatic get 1. Can they get anything more? Roger turns for the brain sap. Eyesight Size and MP trying to focus him. The toss forward on the Siege Creep will kill off a second as Fnatic claim 2. A good play there from Fnatic. 2 kills, no deaths on their own side.
Whenever they can keep getting MP involved. Oh my god, MP almost just got Sunstriked. It was so close. MP's just going for straight damage build this game. He's going for Maelstrom on the Weaver. Wants to put the farm and push out waves too.
It is a little scary though against these heroes. Like you can die very easily as this Weaver.
He is incredibly squishy, yeah. Next is queuing up for that Lance and BKB. He was really gonna need that BKB just to deal with that the Gust in particular. As no one, as the Ags finished up after this Dragon. So fairly early on, 1640, almost level 14-2 on the Invoker, so that kill threshold. Sunstrike is no joke, 600 pure damage when he has it.
Fnatic still just needing to make the space for Abed.
Yeah, that is the biggest issue, how slowed down he is. But he has his farming item. He has the Book 1, which allows you to really boost your farm, and then he's going for that Midas next. That's the new build that we're seeing, of course, on this Arc Ordnance. But in this game, they've got decent ways to close the gap onto the Arc Warden. So sometimes the difficulty is getting on top of that hero, but they have a Brewmaster. They have leaps. They have these different ways of getting into that bubble. Jabs has been really prepared this game, though, with Dust and Sentries. Like here, they riddle the bottom side with Sentries, and there's a Moonlight Shadow coming out, but they are completely aware of that. Jabs even puts down the Tinker Ward, so they can actually see all this moving coming in, and they'll escape, buying themselves more time while that Ravage was on cooldown. 15 seconds till that's going to be up, but Ice, they're setting up for him now.
Yeah, no one with the perfect setup. Siler's going to be in there as well. The Silence does get crackened off, but Ice just melting to the right clicks of these two.
Can't crack an off Ice Wall.
MP trying to poke for this.
The Sunstrike
but
as well.
Pasha,
The damage is there.
Roger, indeed. The DJ can't get in time to get an Avalanche off to cancel the Fiend Script. He's lost his Weaver. And now he's almost certainly going to lose his own life too. With the Primal Split on, Winter's Curse will put a bit of a stop to it. As Jabs trying to do his best to help DJ out. DJ is bringing Ahnberg forward too. They can turn it. They turn up as a team and they are able to punish Roger at least.
But they get a big kill. They get the Weaver, the most important, the most farmed hero on the side of Fnatic, and they only lose their 5 position.
They're losing a tier 2 percentage as well. Ice is going to come in with the TP. Does have Ravage. But the Siege and the right click from VP's lineup with this Drower just melts the tower. Silence comes out, pushing Ice back for now. As Ramses and Solo will simply be able to walk away.
They bought time, so now that Arc Warden has Midas and he can start to climb that net worth, but he's still super far behind. 3,000 gold behind the Mirana, 2,000 gold behind his counterpart in that mid lane, and his levels too. He's catching up though. He's gotten a lot of time to just sit back and farm, but he's still 2 levels behind no one's Invoker, and they're smoked up immediately looking for a play. There is a Ravage available for Fnatic, and Ice is in the area.
Have to be a little careful. As we saw, last time Ice down bottom did manage to set up a good team fight for Fnatic.
Hey, he's looking like he's just going to try to tank up on the Tidehunter this game. But there's a lot of damage that's going to be coming through from VP, that mixed magical and physical. Sentries placed down on both sides. Roger, he's walking in. He's found MP,
but MP, he's on top of him first. Roger will get bursted down. Quick anchor smash from Ice to finish off the Bane. The rest of VP are out of there as soon as they realize detection's down. Not a place that they want to fight.
So VP still with that 6k. How's our Dota plus? It's actually giving Fnatic the win percentage right now.
It did early as well. You saw it slightly edging over to Fnatic's.
Yep.
I mean, is that because of, again, so what, late game heroes like the Arc Warden, would you imagine that he likes?
Yeah. And Drow Ranger, I guess, as the games progress, is one of those that, it has like a lower win rate past like 35 minutes or whatever it is. It's still only 20 minutes in, but VP's next timing are really those BKB, so they don't have to worry about the Winter's Curse or that Ravage at all. And I've seen Ice. Okay, I like this actually. Ice switched from the tank build. He needs a way to get into the fight.
And Peace found Solo. Solo's going for the TP out, but DJ's on top of him with the blink. They find Solo hiding in the trees. Smart move from MP there, sweeping back through the tree lines.
And these last several moments, it's Fnatic favored. Ahnberg just sitting back, farming the entire time while his team's able to get these successful plays. And VP, they don't have this great way to just start the fights just now. They only have ways to just walk in and really do them until they have a Brew Blink Dagger, if Pasha chooses to go for that. He's queued up he has the drums and he's queued up Vlads, which is the approach that we've seen, of course, from Poppy a lot of times, but they don't have their natural initiator like we've seen in some of those other situations as Fnatic. They found Ramses.
Oh, and DJ with the setup, bringing him down low. Ramses just put the BKB in the leap. MP's chasing. Can't get the hit off though, so Ramses will manage to get out of there with that BKB in the leaps. Fnatic certainly starting to hit back and put a bit of a scare into VP.
Yeah. VP have that blink now on Pasha though. This is where they can actually start to make plays better. A real initiator. Almost level 12 too. He's probably waiting till he has level 2 Brew Split if they want to try to take any fight, and probably waiting also for the Invoker BKB. Then they can look to just take a head-up fight and try to secure that Roshan, the thing that we usually like to see as a team with Drow Ranger. But Fnatic have done a pretty good job the last few moments of just patching those wounds that were happening before. As Ahnberg is, has Maelstrom, has Midas, has Necrobook level 15. He's back.
Lane the 4 of VP. ready to set up. Asher looking for an opportunity to jump in, and also prepared if Fnatic themselves come looking for a fight. You have the BKB on no one.
They're going to look to make a play here.
This is a very strong point for VP if they can get those sort of fights going off where Fnatic are grouped up, and for most of the part they have been so.
Yeah, they have to get some deeper vision on the side of VP as well. They're actually just going, they're just committing straight for that Roche with the double BKB. Roger's going to try to play some wards down. He's walking directly into Fnatic.
And they know what's going on. Zyce tries to head towards the pit. Nightmare holds him to the side of it. VP a little hesitant on finishing off the Roshan for now. They know that Fnatic's all waiting up there.
They kill it pretty fast with the Alacrity and Drow Aura though. Fnatic.
There's the jump. Pasha wants to start the fight. Primal split successfully. He's on top of the Wyvern immediately in the jabs. He's falling low. Jabs gets the cold embrace off in time. They'll send Ice up into the air. DJ jumps forward towards the pit.
Gets solo.
He'll be able to burst down solo. He's trying to get in on the Roshan, but the Fiend's grip holding it back. Roger with the control. Ice pops the Ravage, but they've lost DJ. Roger in trouble as 2 are dead on VP. Ramses with the BKB turns to fight back, leaps forward to get the attack speed to bring down Ice. As VP, they will get themselves the Roshan, get themselves the Aegis on Ramses. Do have a couple of casualties, but they still come out on top.
There we see exactly what we were talking about earlier on, right? Pasha blinks in, gets the start of the fight. He just throws the Tidehunter in the air, and there the team fight gets a lot more difficult for Fnatic to actually take without their Ravage to initiate their fight. They also all weren't there in time. I think Abed was still trying to approach the pit. They didn't have everybody there. They at least get solo. That big commit forward by DJ.
This is with DD as well, yeah. MP has to get out of it. Got a couple more towers for the taking down bottom, so VP can just look to push.
This Mirana hits so hard right now with this DD. 360 damage because of that Drow Aura on top.
Ramses, of course, still yet to die in this match.
Yeah.
Alright. Just flying on through.
VP like I was saying before, VP wants to get some deeper vision to play around. Right now they have only really their defensive wards set up. They want to be able to get at least 1 or 2 deep wards so they can play around a little bit easier, so they can make those Moonlight Shadow ganks happen on top of Fnatic and catch this Arc Warden who's just been getting away with murder, just farming time and time again this entire time while Fnatic is making plays. He's even doing the constant split push with the books on the sides. Has to be careful not to feed too many books. That's the one downside of this build that can actually end up happening.
Alright. Ice getting bursted at the front of the team fight.
The curse.
The follow-up, they'll take the Aegis out of the hands of Ramses, but the fight is ready to go as Pasha leads him with the Primal Split, has the control onto DJ, leap forward from Ramses, those right clicks ripping DJ to pieces as DJ trapped in the trees gets taken down. They also have the control. Pasha with the spirits throwing the Wyvern up into the air, cancelling the TP of jabs, allows VP to clean up 3 kills.
And a tower gonna be led into that one as well. And that was without their Invoker. They just get the nice setup onto the Tidehunter and just blow him up pretty much instantly when he lands. MP now has BKB, so now he doesn't have to worry so much about that Gust, but he is not that threatening anymore. Just BKB Maelstrom on a Weaver.
He's not.
VP, they're looking to pressure high ground. There is a bubble though.
It's only 26 minutes in, and VP.
They can't actually do this versus Arc Warden. The bubbles are going to come out and they can't commit forward, and now Pasha's going to pay with his life. They force reactions back, but a very aggressive play is solo.
Being chased here. There is a haste rune. And he's got it. All them fine, he's out of there. The Fnatic, still, they need to try and make something big happen themselves. Ice obviously farming towards the Blink Dagger next.
Yeah, he went for
that jump.
He had queued the Blink Dagger for a while, and then he switched back to the mech because I think they wanted to contest the Roche, but now it's delayed them quite a bit here for him to be able to get in to get those Ravage properly. They have DJ to, you know, start the fights a bit here, but they need this Tidehunter Blink for that just instant Ravage on top of their faces if they can get it before the BKBs. Fnatic. They have all their ultis available. Arc Warden split pushing the bottom lane too, so they've got a good position in their lanes to try to get a pick off here. They're going to scan up high ground, claim it as well, try to get their own deep vision down to try to get a pick off here. Ramses under vision.
Quick reactions there. Straight down under the tier 2, he's fine.
Their instant disable isn't really there for Fnatic either. I mean, neither side really has that like super fast disable. Bane, slow animations, Tidehunter is very obvious. The Tiny is probably the best one, but still can be a little bit difficult sometimes. No one blinked on the high ground, so they're laughing a little bit as Roger sleeps him up there too. A bit of farm going on both sides here. This split push game is going to get very annoying for VP to deal with. Abed now fully online, top of net worth, boots of travel, Mjolnir. And we've seen what can happen when they try to threaten high ground on the side of VP. Just the bubbles come out, and they're mostly ranged heroes. So that bubble, very hard for you to actually get on top of to push. Puts you in a very bad position.
VP, they know that they're still very much in control of this game as long as they stick together.
Yeah, and play around their vision. That's why you see them go to the bottom side of the map.
It's super hard for Fnatic to ever really get a jump upon them as smoke up.
They push bottom lane, and now they're going to look to hunt into the enemy jungle here. This could catch Abed and Fnatic off guard. The Spark Wraith is down. But VP, they're aware. They're looking for it. They just blink it.
Yeah, no one goes in immediately. The Winter's Curse will hold him in place for now, but the Primal Split's there. Control onto Jabs. Jabs has gone and already Pasha.
They want Abed.
He's hunting for another. He's got vision on Abed, has the stun, throws him up into the air, brings him straight down into the clutches of No One and Ramses as Pasha. Beautiful control with that Brew Ultimate. DJ and MP will find Roger on their half of the map, but no one. He's in immediately with the TP reaction, jumps forward onto DJ. And again, VP just taking 3 kills from Fnatic, and Fnatic only being able to hit back with a Bane support kill.
With a very, that was such a neat rotation that they did too, right? They pushed out bottom, they showed 4 or 5 heroes, and then they smoke and wrap all the way into the jungle because they know that Abed's going to be there trying to farm and push top.
Straight in.
Yeah, he blinked blind. They knew. They absolutely knew that.
He knows what's sort of their best reaction. It's going to be dropping a solo Winter's Curse onto him. That buys them some time to get away, but it doesn't really do anything that threatens the heroes of VP.
Yeah. Now he can push a tower by himself with that Drow Aura plus Alacrity. Easily brings it down. Getting themselves more map control. Do they have any wards? Roger's the one with the wards, so they actually can't put any deeper wards inside of Fnatic's jungle at the moment. But Fnatic gets slowed down quite heavily because of those 3 deaths. And now they're probably expecting that there's a vision somewhere inside of their jungle already, because the way that no one just jumped in without any hesitation. So Jabs, he's gonna check, see where it could be. Even buys more sentries. He's gonna just place them around everywhere. Just probably he's probably like, what? Yep. There has to be a ward somewhere around here, but they've checked the two likely spots, and there's nothing. How long do we have for Roche? 15 seconds till we find out. Yeah. Roger, he's getting spotted. He's dead. He wanted to get a ward up to be able to prepare for the Roshan.
Pasha. Ooh. Gets the blink of the Primal off.
And gets the D ward. Does he have a... He has a gem, I guess? He must have a gem on the roof. Yeah, he does. Okay. He does. I was like, he's killing those wards without vision. What's happening? But no, he did buy that gem. It's going to be really nice inside the fights too, because he's going to have vision around whenever he primal splits to be able to hunt the Weaver. So not having to rely on sentry wards being placed out in that area. But now vision around that Roche pit, it's going to be the most important thing for the next upcoming fight. And Fnatic just lost their ward. But VP, they couldn't get theirs down either because they lost Roger while he was going for that.
Whoa, Ramses. Again, quick reactions from the Mirana. Fnatic still setting up around the pit, making it hard for VP to come over. And VP at the moment don't seem to be too bothered by the Roshan control, as they are just making the most of the map, split up at the top and the bottom. They do get an arrow connection onto Ice. and just, of course, frequently checking out the pit with the Sunstrike. But it is still a minute and a half, just about until Roshan's back in the game.
Solo just staying bottom, hiding, just waiting for a situation to keep that split push going. Keep the momentum going in on the lane so that you can get a good position to go for that Rosh. Hasn't been spamming the precision aura though.
We'll use the Cataclysm to scout out.
Rosh will be up in about 70 seconds. They won't have Cataclysm right away for that one, but it should be up soon after. Spamming Moonlight Shadow pretty much every single time it's up too on Ramses. Fnatic just continue to hold this high ground around the Rosh area. They know they want no vision to be placed here. They want no obs ward. They want to try to control that area around the pit. And no one, he just keeps sending a Forge Spirit in just to prepare. Constantly just keep checking that area. As the split push continues with the Arc Warden, these books, we'll probably see no one farm them.
It's mid. Trying to get close to one another again. Lane. No one just clearing out that double.
Easy money.
The blink on the Wyvern now. So Fnatic, they do have good ways to set up a fight.
Yeah, good ways for that BKB piercing disable too. VP though, they have Glimmer Cape now on Roger too, and they've got level 18 on the Brewmaster. Pasha, Blink, Vlad's, Drums, level 18. Doing incredibly well on this, I mean, position that he doesn't really play. 5, 2, and 6. They want to get a pick off ideally before that Rosh starts, and they really want to get vision. The most important thing for them is really keeping tabs of where the Tidehunter is. If Pasha can just jump in, throws the Tidehunter in the air a few times, that team fight's going to be super difficult for Fnatic to take.
Here we go, VP. Into the pit, Fnatic, how are they going to push them out of it?
Ramsey's built a very tanky build too, having a full Ive Scotty finished right now.
It's going down pretty quickly here with Ramsey's hitting away. Jabs, he's going to jump in. Just going to put the Winter's Curse only onto the Mirana for now. So not really going to annoy Ramses too much at all. DJ jumping in with the combo, looking for Roger, but VP, they're just in the pit, and Fnatic, they're not getting in it.
And now they're even controlling the heroes on the side. They got MP with the Fiend's Grip. Yeah, the Cataclysm.
Now, they're just going to get the kills as well. They get the Roche, they get the Aegis now. Fnatic, they've got to run away. VP taking everything, and again, taking the team fight too. As an attempted CP will be unsuccessful by Arbed. Jump forward from Pasha, gets the clap slow onto the two of them. MP pops the BKB. He's desperately trying to kill off at least Roger. They do find the Bane, but Fnatic, they've already lost so much in this fight. Ramses, he's also going to be fine. DJ tried to jump back in on top of him to at least bring down the Mirana once, take that Aegis out of his hands, but he will not be quite as fortunate. MP tries to come around and kill Ramses, but he just can't. Ramses survives. God. Triple kill for the Mirana with the Aegis intact. 25-17.
They can't even get the Ravage off in the fight because of the control that's coming out from Pasha. He jumps in, gets the Tornado, just does it multiple times. They even try like burning his mana time and time again with like a Tornado EMP combo. Ice just can't play the game versus this Brewmaster. Look at him, he's bottom 4 net worth as well. It's just been an impossible game.
Yeah, I mean,
for him to get a setup.
Pasha's just been playing excellent.
He really has.
The way that he goes in and just disables and disrupts it, he knows the perfect target each and every time, who he's going to be sending up, who he's going to be stunning, and it really does make the fights impossible for Fnatic to play. The buybacks will come out. So tries to lead him, but again, Pasha, just immediate blink reaction. He's out of there. The mid lane rack's taken. Full Sheever's guard, picked up by no one.
Playing Tidehunter versus Brewmaster is just, it's so difficult. I mean, he literally just has to just tornado him every single fight, and the team fights are almost impossible.
I think you can sort of take that second half of the sentence out. Playing Tidehunter is, it's not easy. This hero is not a super strong hero. It's very hard to make work in any sense.
Yeah, and the way that VP, they all split up inside that fight, right? So Jabs tries to jump in, get this curse off, but there's nobody in there except for one hero, so it doesn't actually hit anybody else. The Bane sleep on the Tidehunter control. They get the follow-up Tornado afterwards. They almost kill the Weaver at the start of the fight with this Fiend's Grip plus Cataclysm combo, but he gets Force Staff, thankfully, from, I believe, Abed.
I mean, this game, I mean, VP, they may have sort of had some crazy stuff happen in the draft, but the way they played doesn't look to be affected at all. You know, Ramses and no one had a beautiful lane.
They're the carries.
And Solo, he's been chilling short at the start. He got bullied, died a few times, but he's been playing it very safe. fantastic map awareness of where to be, and look at the damage that he's kicking out. Everyone getting 89.
Yeah, he's been surviving throughout the majority, well, most of the fights too, to be able to boost up his true carries. So they've got Vlador, they've got Drower, they've got all these different things to just allow them to be those beasts. And I mean, Ramsey's finished up the Scotty a few moments ago,
Ramsey's
but now he's a full MKB.
Level 25. He's loving life on the Mirana. Hasn't died at all this game. Yeah, this is... It's VP, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't matter if they mess up who they're playing and what they're drafting. They'll still crush you. As this game, Fnatic, again, for the second time this series, left with very few options in terms of climbing back into this match. A little more options than they did have in game one, I would say.
For sure.
But it's not great.
No, it's just when, you know, they got these nice momentum, like a little bit of momentum on Fnatic when they were able to find some pickoffs and get the farm on Abed to catch up. But when it comes down to the true brunt of the team fights, it's just impossible for them to take unless Ice gets the initiation off, and he just can't. No. He can't versus this Brewmaster with the way Pasha's been playing.
This is game as well. You know, Solo, he's got better KDA than Abed. At the moment, Abed's just been struggling ever since he was bullied in that middle lane.
Yep.
As VP Pasha
just blinks in. Yeah,
why
he doesn't
not?
care.
He knows how strong he is. There's not much they can do against a Primal Split.
If Primal Split goes off in the fight, I think VP knows that they'll be able to take it every single time.
Fnatic just can't get anywhere close to the racks to defend them. It's a full second set of racks taken by VP.
And now they back out. At no risk.
As I say, Solo, they can close this game, will be his first competitive win on Drow Ranger as far as I can see on the records. I'm pretty sure, you know, I'm pretty sure he's never, as I said, there was a couple of games they looked to just be in sort of competitive leagues with stacks rather than officials. This match, I mean, Solo is going to be feeling amazing. But something very different from VP, but it certainly did not knock sort of that VP magic that they really do have.
Nope, and I mean, Pasha's played this so well on this brew. Like, it's one of his better heroes, and he made it look fantastic on the 4 position brew. He's just had such heavy impact inside of every single team fight.
Oh, so we'll see where Solo goes with his money next. I mean, he's got the Ashe. I don't know if he wants to finish off the Manta or if he maybe just wants to go for the bigger Agi items. Get a butterfly.
Doesn't really change too much. His doesn't really change too much in the fights, right?
It's just the damage is. Yeah. It's a crazy amount of damage from the Drow. 90 damage. And for those Primal Split as well. That's a lot of punch. That was all. BKB. Solo. Popping it a little early. They're heading in. They've got the Cataclysm coming down.
Oh!
Wow. Oh! A Ravage from the grave won't do anything to save Fnatic here. As they've lost 2, DJ's getting surrounded. Abed, he came back in for whatever reason. He's dead as well. MP will time-lapse. The BKB and Shikuchi will escape, but it's GG. It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. It really is for Fnatic in this series. As VP take it 2-0. And with a solo Drow Ranger as well. Solo's first win with the Drow Ranger in his many years of playing Dota 2 in an official. And wow, what VP. I mean, today, some days they really are on it, and today was one of those days.
And they crushed the 2 lanes, right? Top lane, they destroyed the Tidehunter plus the Wyvern. Mid lane, the Invoker just decimated Abed. And then inside the team fights, Pasha just every single time finds a Tidehunter, and they just can't play without that Tidehunter control in the fights. No,
as I said, you know, Tide, we may have seen obviously Ice try for it before, and it is one of his heroes, but it just at the moment, this hero is, if you don't have a good start to the game, it's so hard to itemize and just have any sort of impact. As we saw, so sort of one good Ravage. Other than that, Ice just wasn't able to do anything to help his team out really on the hero. As VP, a win for the solo Drow Ranger. The panel were